Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan. Today we're back with 3 more World Circuit races that we need to do. These were released in the 1.58 update. As you can see in the event directory, I'm at 98%. We've got to do the Sunday Cup. We've also got to do the Japanese FF Challenge 450 and then the European Club and Cup 600. Everything else is all done, so it should just be these 3. In this one, we're going to enter into the Sunday Cup. Now, if we look at the image has got the Kangoo on it, one of the new vehicles. So we'll probably use that. I'm going to pop up to the options and just make sure that I am on the hard race difficulty, which we are. And if we enter the race, as I said, my choice of car for this one is just go into the settings, is the Kangoo. I'm on sports soft tyres because we need to get this to around about, the suggested is 380 pp. So I want to get relatively close to that. I'm at 384.41, so just slightly over. But I'm going with the sports soft tyres. I guess if I went with mediums, it would come under, but I'm close enough. And I did have this car or this van set up for a championship race, so it is wide bodied and it has got an aero kit on it. It's just got a front spoiler, rear spoiler, and the little slip along the bottom of the rear of the van as well. Otherwise I've had to take everything off of it. So the ECU has come off, that's just normal. The transmission's normal, the nitrous overtake is not fitted. Everything on this van is completely stock to keep it to around about the PP that we need. Now, as I said, it should be 380. I'm sitting at 384.41. It's close enough for me. So let's just get into this race and we'll see what we can do. This is the Sunday Cup at Brands Hatch, the short Indy Circuit. 5 laps. Let's get into this and see what we can do. Okay, so for this one, I'm going traction control 1. There's no need to worry about fuel or anything. This is all about keeping the speed of the vehicle up. Now watch for this corner. There's that T white line on the track there where you've got the vertical and horizontal white line. You can use that in subsequent laps to brake. When you're on the first lap, you can just keep the accelerator fully planted through there. I just use second just for a little bit of rotation, but mostly I'm just using third through here. In fact, third through nearly all of the lap, going wide to get through those cars. We're looking for the curb on the inside here. Normally I would go tight on this one. I'm just going to come off the accelerator a little bit, trying to go around the outside of those cars. Trying for a clean race bonus. Whether I'll get it or not, I'm not quite sure. I did have to back out a little bit more than I wanted. So the little Honda in front is going to get away. I'm just going to leave it in third gear. Over to the left hand side. Again, watching for that white line. That's when you really want to start turning in. Just a little bit of a lift. I'm going to go on the inside of this one. Just about managed to get that done. I don't think we touched. Up the hill. Just going second and then up into third. Just because I was slightly off my line. Negotiating the Honda. Lap 2 of 5. Getting through here, I'm just going to keep the accelerator buried. Only really one braking point, the rest are lift points as far as I can tell. So I'm going to pick up the inside here. I'm going to lift just on the apex of that corner where the bricks are. Try and carry the speed through here on the accelerator as soon as possible. Who are we going to follow? The Mazda or Sasaki, assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. We got a Kangoo up front at the moment, all of the leaders just in front, so I'm going to go across to the left hand side looking for that line. Going to come off the accelerator. They're going to brake, I'm not going to brake, which gives me a much faster overrun through there. Over to the left hand side underneath the bridge. I am just going to choose second just to get it slowed down ever so slightly. Again, I'm going to go around the outside of this guy through this corner. He's going to brake. I'm not going to brake. I am going to use all of the curb and a little bit more. now we are away on our own. We can actually run the track as we want to now. So just off the accelerator there, just letting it coast through here on the accelerator as soon as we can. Just need to be minded that those cars behind aren't going to come back at us. So again, left hand side, watching for the T in the road. I'm just going to leave it in third gear. Not too worried about the rev counter bouncing. Again, you can pause and rewind the video if you want to see my throttle brake inputs, etc. Just under the bridge there, just going to get it slowed down a little bit on the brake. Pretty much the only braking point. Down through here, across to the right hand side, pick up the curb to open up the corner. We are going to get out onto the curb again. Don't need to go quite so wide now because we're in control. I was going way wide on that corner because of overtaking cars earlier on. Now we don't need to. Again, just looking for the apex of that corner where that little brown brick section is. On the accelerator, we're 4.6 seconds ahead at this point. Now you could go with a super fast car and blitz this really quickly and easily. What I'm doing is I'm just trying to pick a vehicle that is one of the recommended vehicles with a realistic PP and give it a little bit of a challenge. For me, once I've done this, I really don't care. I'll just do it for the weekly challenges. I'll just do it on easy as a money grind. But the first time I ever do them, I do these on hard for the challenge and also to know that I've actually done them in the spirit of the game on hard. And those are the videos that I record and I release for the channel. So nice and easy, this one. The van handles pretty well in this trim. Again, I have got a wide body van with some aero on it. That is the difference. You could do it without. I mean, I'm 8 seconds ahead. Pretty sure you could do it with a standard van. It just pushed me a handful of PP over the limit. But that was how I did this new little race in the new version. And to get first place, very easy in this van. I got the new livery at the moment. So we were 8.8 seconds ahead of Sasaki in second. Gomez 8.9 behind. Did we get a killing bonus? I very much doubt it. No, we didn't. We did touch one or two of the cars on the way through there. So could get a clean race bonus, I think, quite easily with that one. But that's how I did the Clubman Cup. The Renault Kangoo. Again, my van was wide-bodied. As you can see from that image, I've got the spoiler on the top. I've got the little spoiler along the front bumper and also the spoiler trim along the bottom of the doors on the back of the van as well. Then it was just a case of keeping the speed up as much as you can through these corners, using all of the track. And whilst you're going through the cars, I found that going around the outside of the cars was much easier than trying to get up the inside of the cars. In particular, if you're going for a clean race bonus, I think it's much easier to get that clean race bonus if you're going around the outside of the cars as I'm doing here, rather than if you're trying to get up the inside. I think with this one, the reason why I caught the Honda is I should really have just tucked in and used the slipstream. But I didn't. If I remember rightly, I think we actually came on the inside of that car. We'll have a little look, I can't remember, while I was doing this one. So we got a good run through there. Then I went for the inside, and unfortunately we're a bit too close as we got into there, and I think there was a little bit of a bump somewhere, and that was what cost us. Like I said, going around the outside of the vehicles is normally the way to go. So I hope that you found this video useful. If you have, then please give me a thumbs up for the video, and if you're new around here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm trying to get myself to 4,000 subscribers over the summer, and it will really help me. So many people watch these videos and find them useful, but don't actually subscribe, like a lot of tubers. Trying to get subscribers is really difficult. So if you could subscribe, I would be very grateful. And then I will be back with another of these videos over the next couple of days. As I said, 3 in the new upgrade to do. This is the first of those 3 races. And hit the bell button for notifications of when the next one's coming out. For now, I will catch up with you on another one very soon. Take care. Bye bye.